welcome back to another video. This is going to be episode 2 of the FlyByWire A32nx tutorial. This one is going to be the taxi out to the runway, the takeoff, and the autopilot. So let's get started here. So first, after you start the engines up, you're going to want it back in the normal position, engine starter. You're going to want the flap set to 1, and then the speed brake is armed. Have that armed. Go up top. Have the nose taxi light. Have the nose light on the taxi, and then the landing lights will be on off position. It'll be on when we take off, and then the runway turn-ons will be on. I forgot to mention last video that we got to put the flight level in the autopilot. So right here, this one right here, just scroll up to change it to whatever one you're going up to. So I'm going to be at 36,000 feet. It's right there. And if you come down to the screen right here, you can see it's set right there. Let's get moving. I would recommend using ChartFox to see which runways you are going to be taking. I'm going to be taxiing out to 36C here. It's a free alternative to Navigraph. That's fairly useful. Turn here, taxi all the way down the runway. We are also gonna set the the auto brake. We're gonna set that at max. Well, I'm gonna set that when we get to the runway. You can set it now, but I will just do that when we get to the runway. Hold short point. Taxi out here, your flight directors will automatically be on when you start the aircraft. With the fly-by-wire aircraft, they'll be automatically on, and I also have constraints on from the first video, just to make sure if you got any restrictions of flight levels. That's runway 5, we're going to keep going straight here. And also, you don't need to turn the auto throttle on, because when you put it in the toga, go to max, it will automatically kick in. That's another nice feature of the fly-by-wire. Slow down here. Turn here. Stop right here, turn on the parking brake, and we'll do a couple more checks right now. So flap should be at 1, speed brake is armed, and then we'll go up top here. We'll change the nose light to take off, the landing light's on, and then we can turn the runway turn offs. And down here in the auto brake panel right here, we're going to turn that to max. And that will also come up here, brake max. We're on navigation. So, before we taxi out, or onto the runway, we'll check the left and right, just make sure no one's on the runway, we're all clear. release the parking brake and we'll get on the runway here. For this video, I'm just gonna stop on the runway. So we get set here. There, set the parking brake. Everything's good up there. We'll go under calls. Call the cabin, make sure they're ready. Flaps set, speed brake set. Gonna release the parking brake. We'll hold the brakes. We'll throttle like 30%. Release the parking brake. Go up to Toga. Now we'll automatically arm the auto throttle down here. We're going to keep it in the middle of the runway here. Then we're going to watch this left screen here. When that hits V1, we're going to pull back. So it just hit V1, so we're going to pull back slowly. Right. Then we're at a positive rate of climb. Gear is going to come up. Now if we're following the flight plan right here, it wants us to make a left, so immediate left. So we're going to start doing this left right now. You don't want to turn too much, you don't want to hit the bank angle. But coming down here, we can also disarm the speed brake and put the flaps up. And that sound, we will go down to the climb D10 now. So we're in Toga, we're going to go down 2 clicks. Now we're in the climb. We're straighten out here. Goes down a little bit. And we can set the barometric pressure when we get up. You're all set. You can set that to standard. And then we'll change when we're in our go to the landing phase. So right now we're good. We're in the auto throttle on the climb position. So we can click AP1. And they'll also come up on here, and then we'll follow the flight plan. So it'll put you perfectly center, and it will follow you all the way to your destination. So we're passing 5,000 right now. The auto throttle will hit 250, stop at 250, and I believe when we get to 10,000 that will move up to 290. So set the barometric pressure to standard. Autopilot 1, and then the auto brake will automatically come back when you're in the air, and then the speed brake should be disarmed, the flaps will be up, and then if you go up top here past the 7,000, you could wait a little bit longer. I'll just do it now. We can turn off the landing lights, then we can turn the nose light all the way down to the off position. If you go down once, it'll be in taxi. Make sure you go down to off, and then the seatbelt signs, we can bring those off. And we can also go to calls again. We can click all just to let them know we're going to be passing 10,000 feet. Well, that's basically all you need to know. The taxi out to the runway, takeoff, and autopilot. So from now on, it'll just follow the flight plan. When we hit 10,000, it just moved up to 290. So the speed from 250 will go up to 290. So it'll just follow the flight plan. And when you get closer, you'll go into your landing phase. That's basically all for this video, so leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.